What is going on, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Brown and Orange Weekly. I am your co-host, Dean Samples, and I am followed here, by the man, the myth, the legend, Clarence Wilson. How you doing, brother?
Oh man, it was another unpleasant week to watch Browns football.
We should
That's
be we
that's
should be
it.
4-0, man.
But we could also be 1-3, bro.
That's true. That's true. That's true. That is true. That is true. We talked about this last week. We were worried about this game.
Yep,
And we were right.
yep.
Everything that we were concerned about, we were right about.
Yeah.
Defense. The missing pieces on defense definitely hurt us like I was afraid of. I wanted to see what Joe Woods could do and how to get these men prepared. Next man up. Um had flashes looking good, but ultimately you see what the end game was. Just couldn't pull it off, man.
You know, we talked about it, and we were both concerned about just the fact that defense is banged up. I don't think either one of us could imagine that Atlanta would bust off 200 yards rushing on our ass like that. Like, I figured,
Patterson's a beast
Mariota.
though.
Yeah, but
But
he
Mariota was
didn't.
running around too. Like,
But Patterson didn't even do much of the. He didn't do the damage like like Tyler Algier and Caleb Huntley did. They came off the bench, and between the two of them, rushed for 20 yards, or sorry, 20 carries for 130 yards,
yeah.
140 yards.
I
Sorry.
mean, did we kind of expect that? I did personally. I mean, I didn't expect it to be that bad, but I knew stopping the run was going to be an issue for us with
Mhm.
Clowney and Garrett out. Man, this one stings again. I'm getting Jets feelings all over again.
It wasn't Jets bad, but
Yeah,
the
no.
fact that I mean, this was a game that I figured that they would before the season started. I figured this would be the game they stomp a mud hole in them. After the season started, I was like, all right, they're looking decent, but we should still be able to get the W. And even after the injuries last week, I thought they would still have a shot to pull this thing out. And they played all right, but
Offense looked good. Nick Chubb did his thing.
yeah, Chubb did his thing when he was allowed on the field, unlike the last 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Um,
I wish Njoku would stop hurdling every time he gets the ball.
yeah,
He'd be hurdling for no reason sometimes.
yeah.
Just follow the ground. Just follow the ground, bro.
He should taken lessons from what's our dude last year? Austin Hooper, who just
Uh,
led the league in falls after catch.
yeah. Dude was terrible, man. We paid him so much money too. And I was actually like rooting for him in Tennessee, like hoping he could be. I thought he would be productive with AJ Brown leaving. Like, who do they really have?
Yeah,
Has done nothing.
yeah.
I got him on my fantasy bench. About to drop him. I'm over him.
So Browns lose 23-20. Mariota, he only completed 7 damn passes.
His stat line wasn't great.
7 for 19 for 131 and a pick.
Yeah, stat line did not look good, but end of the day, he got the W.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Can't take that away from the man.
Yes, he did. Brissett, this is one of those things where I just want to keep stressing that it's a week to week league. You're not playing the same squad each week,
Yeah,
so matchups are different. He didn't look that great. He had moments.
yeah, he had moments, especially running out of the pocket, getting them first downs. Like okay, dude.
Yeah,
He had flashes where he looked good, but then like I don't know, his field vision isn't that great.
no, no, not
Just
at
like we were
all.
talking about before, that Chubb pitcher. Yeah, Was he wide open? He could have dumped it to him. Absolutely. Could he have scored? I would not doubt that. I would be probably willing to put money on that.
Yeah.
But you know what? Things happen. I don't know.
Yeah. It's
We also 4th and 3. We should have kicked a field goal instead of going for it again, like we always do. I feel like we're doing it too often.
I believe I saw it's a stat muse, I believe, or something like that, put up a stat that I believe the Browns are. I don't remember the exact number, but I believe they were like at right about 41%
For
of going for it and
fourth
being
down.
and being successful on fourth down conversions, which was the bottom of the NFL over the last 3 seasons, I believe.
Really?
Yeah.
Who had the best? Do you remember?
I did. I would just saw it. Just talk specifically about the Browns, of course.
Yeah.
'Cause
I'm
you can always
curious.
find you can always find a bad stat about the Browns.
I'm curious who has that the highest percentage. Who would you guess?
Probably somebody like Baltimore.
Buffalo.
Yeah, somebody with a quarterback who can get out and move around and make things happen if need be.
Still wish we had Josh Allen.
Yeah, there's a lot of questions about him coming out too, man.
Yeah.
Uh,
Dude's a baller though. You can't take that from him.
nah, not at all. Not at all. Um, who we're gonna do another segment, a new segment on here. It just goes right along with the game. We gave y'all beefs last week, so we're gonna bring those in, but we're gonna give somebody flowers each week.
Yeah.
Somebody gonna get the beef each week.
Cut beef we getting today.
Szechuan.
Ooh. Who's getting served that?
Stefanski. It's becoming now. I mean, you hear the same thing each after each game that we lose. You know, these are mistakes that I made. I got to correct this. Or this is on me. To then do it, bro.
It's becoming repetitive and just like
Yeah, I,
put
I
up or
get
shut
taking
up.
it. I get taking it for the team. I get it. I get saying put it all on his shoulders. I understand that, but Chubb on the sideline for the last 2 minutes, similar to the Green Bay game, that's inexcusable. I just don't.
I'm gonna be honest. I feel like this team needs someone like a Greg Williams who is not afraid to light your ass up on the
Bruh,
sideline and get
bruh.
your shit and let you know. We don't have any coaches like that.
No,
That's
no. I
why
mean, not that we
say
see
what
at
you
least.
want about Greg Williams and the shit he's done, but I want a coach like that personally. I respect. I'll probably play harder for a coach like that. I mean, if you just got a cool laid back coach, he's like getting paid regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I can see that. I'm not saying that's the case with everybody, but you got a laid back coach, you know you can get away with
Yeah,
take advantage of that. I don't know.
yeah.
There's no
But
kind of
Stefanski gets that Szechuan beef for that for the Chubb being on the sideline. Really, in the last 2 minutes of any game is just
idiotic.
asinine. Yeah. Um, the field goal, the going forward on fourth down. My thing is that that your defense is down. The team is. We're probably going to give up some points, so we need to put some points on the board to keep up with that other team. That's my mind. That's my thinking.
Like I get it. If it's 4th and goal, like 1 or 2, I'll probably go for it. Try to punch it in. But if I'm out a little bit, I'm
Yeah.
still, you know what I'm saying? Like it was 4th and 3. There's an opportunity to put points on the board. Knowing what we're going through as far as the defense and knowing that they had to have known that the defense was going to be a huge weakness and
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta could take advantage of it, which they did. Um, you just got to play smart, man. Don't leave points on the board. Just take those
No,
points. Those 3 points would have sent us overtime.
and that's
But
the thing. Like, yeah, you're right. They would have sent us overtime, or at least maybe the game plays out a little bit differently.
yeah, well, we'll never know.
No, no. Yeah, and the last Szechuan beef I got with him is all them throws inside the 5. We got
Got the two of the best running backs in the league. Nick Chubb is the best elite running back in the league. I'll die on that hill.
and you
Dude's
got
at
and you got a pass catching back who also we've seen Kareem inside the 5. He got some shape to him.
mhm.
He can break tackles.
Him and Chubb run completely different, but
Yeah,
they both work so well and they're fucking great, man. I
yeah,
love watching them run the ball.
yeah.
They both can break away and just make you pay for it. Kareem's more careless though when he runs the ball. I
True.
respect the hell out of it though. He just runs straight up. He doesn't even like he just plows through people, dude. He's so
Yeah.
elusive and quick too.
Dean, are you handing out any beef this week?
Joe Woods, man, I'm over him. I'm really over him.
Can we put it on Joe this that bad this week though, being down the players he was? Because I've been going back and forth with myself.
No, but yeah, it falls back to that accountability. Like getting your players shit. Guarantee you when you do that, you're probably gonna get the best out of your men. Back in high school and college, you messed up, you paid for it. You're doing laps or something. Like, go back to that. Who knows what they do? I don't know. I just feel like there's no accountability there, and like everyone's just so laid back in that as far as coaches there. Except for Stump Mitchell. I love Stump Mitchell. I love Stump Mitchell.
Maybe
You
that's
don't
why our running backs are the two
you don't get enough credit. You know what? Stump Mitchell's getting flowers.
Flowers. Flowers for Stump.
Joe Woods is getting that beef.
Flowers.
Do better,
What
bro.
kind of beef you doing? I mean, are you hitting him with the flaming Szechuan like me, or
No,
is
I'm
he just
going. I'm
giving
just
sesame?
it's taco night. I'm doing ground
Okay.
beef.
All right, bet.
But
I can do
keep this shit up. I'm upgrading.
it. So flowers for Stump. I guess it was hard for me to pull flowers for anybody really in this game that wasn't obviously like Chubb. Um, I'm gonna give one flower to Njoku. Yes, he had the fumble. But that's back to back solid weeks for him. That's back to back good weeks.
But he made up for it. The
Mm-hmm.
following catch. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
feel at least.
yeah. He's that's back to back good weeks. We haven't seen that very often out of Njoku in his entire career with the Browns. He'll have one week where he's solid, the next week kind of a disappearing act, or it's just chill the entire way through. There's
Right.
nothing spectacular.
And it's what he's capable of.
Mm-hmm.
Dude can break out and he can be one of the best tight ends in the league.
Yes.
But they need to see more consistency. And I'm sure the Browns are pleased with what they've seen the past few games. So I know I have been.
Yeah. That makes two of us. But he's only getting one flower because I fumbled. But still.
You get the single flower.
Yes.
Joe,
That Daniel.
I mean, oh, Stump Mitchell, you're getting a whole bouquet. Forgot his name for a second. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Whatever you're doing right.
Yes. Yes. Well, that was a tough one.
Yeah.
Upcoming this week, we have a rematch from one of the best games in the NFL last year uh, against the Chargers. What do you see, I guess, happening in this game? We know the Browns are Jekyll and Hyde, so
Yes. And I feel the Chargers are a bit overrated, in my
okay.
opinion. Defense isn't that great. Not as great as they should be, I feel like. On paper, they look great. I think the Browns are going to sneak away a win here.
You think so?
I do. And I'm not being biased either. Like, I truly feel that way. I expect Expect them to run the ball a lot. Austin Eckler is going to be heavily involved. Depending if Miles or Clowney comes back. I guess that'll change the game plan. But I know if I was the Chargers and I knew those two were out and watched what the Falcons were able to do, I'm running it down your throat.
Yeah. But I guess your point, the main point you made basically was the same thing I'm thinking is that the good thing is if we get Miles and Clowney back and Taven, we're not going to see a lot of repeats of what we saw last week.
No, I don't think so.
But if we don't, I think this team is in like some serious trouble because that was just Atlanta. They won with their QB going 7 for 19, but they were able to pop off 200 yards rushing.
I mean, we got the Jets and we got those two teams that we should have beaten. Let's just be honest. We should have. I just really hope they're not taking these lighter teams, like just brushing them off. Like they just don't care. I just don't want them with their heads too big. You know what I'm saying? I hope that's not the case. I doubt that is, but it's two beatable teams, man. We should be 4-0, but just like you said, it could be 1-3.
Mm-hmm. We literally could be 1-3.
Yep. But we're 2-2. So
yes,
then we beat the Steelers.
Exactly.
F you Steelers.
The last I saw,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I turned it off at the end of the third quarter.
Yeah. A friend of mine, we were texting and we have a group chat, of course, like everybody. And one of my buddies was like, "Oh, they didn't really run the ball all that well." Talking about Atlanta. And me and my other buddies chime in like, "Man, what game was you watching?" He's like, "Man, I can't lie." He's like, "Man."
Just talking shit.
Yeah, he's like, "Man, I saw." He's like, "I passed out. I took a little nap at the end of the third quarter." So yeah.
I turned it off before the fourth quarter started. I knew what was going to happen. I followed up on Twitter. It was just,
yeah, it was. Unfortunately, it's one of those games that like you just looking at the numbers alone. If you look at those numbers, like, well, yeah, the Browns did give up 200 yards, but rushing, excuse me, but they probably won this game if you just look at the stats straight up and down.
Yeah.
But what's my man say? That's why they play the games.
Who is that?
I can't think of it now.
Oh, it's gonna bother me, dude.
Not no.
No, it wasn't Berman. Oh, it's gonna bother me. I'm gonna think of
it. First, how about this? First person to answer that question when this podcast is posted wins a prize. I don't know what it is yet.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. You'll win a prize. Absolutely. That's why they play their games. If you know who says that, comment when this is posted. Boom.
I want to look it up so bad, but I'm not going to.
I can't, man.
No, I can't. I won't. How are you feeling about these Chargers?
Not good.
Is it because of what happened in Atlanta?
What happened in Atlanta? What happened against the Jets? Pretty much every game, quite honestly, except for the Steeler game. We're actually facing, granted, he's hurt, but we're actually facing like an upper echelon quarterback now.
Is your concern purely on defense?
No. No. I'm concerned. I'm clearly good. I think we're both concerned with defense because after that drubbing that our front seven took, if like we said, if we don't have our guys back, it's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
But on offense as well, like I don't know. I just feel like there's an ebb and flow with Stefanski. You'll have like one or two good games, and then he'll have a real bad game, or it's every other game.
Yeah, they'll have a bad game and they'll correct all the mistakes and just whoop ass the next week. Like,
Mhm.
see, told you guys we got this. And then the next week just go right back to their normal selves where they're just
Yep, right
doing
back to the
dumb,
same
dumb
mistake.
mistakes.
Yes, yes. So I mean, I guess technically, if we're on the roller coaster ride, I guess we're going up this week, and all the mistakes will be corrected
That's a good point.
on the positive
If
side.
history repeats itself
Yes,
or the pattern continues the way it's been going,
yes.
that'd be great. I would love to walk out with a dub at home. I'm not going to be at the game, unfortunately.
No, no, no game for you this week.
No, no game for me this week. We sold them.
Ah.
Sold them. I wish I was going though. I think the next game I'm going to is the Halloween prime time.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. I'm torn. I'm know I'm going to buy tickets for at least one, if not three more games. I'm just not sure what they. I thought about Halloween.
Wonder what I should I'm gonna wear. I should wear a costume.
No, absolutely.
Who should I be?
Yeah, you got to be something that incorporates the belt.
That's what I was just thinking, like Macho Man or something.
I'm trying to think of all the great beards in wrestling.
Hillbilly Jim.
Hacksaw.
I love Hacksaw. They ain't gonna let me into the stadium with a 4x4. 2x4, I mean.
Get you a phone one.
I got to work today. My dude started charging at me with a plastic pipe wrench. It looked real. And he's like swinging at me to hit me. I was like, this is like a little slap, dude. It's like one of those cheap little samurai swords that kids get at the fair. Like, that looks real, dude. Like, I really thought he was swinging it at me.
Chose violence on a Monday morning.
Yeah, it's a good way to start the week off.
All right, so let's
Predictions?
yeah, we went through all the rigmarole of last game. Wasn't pretty. Who do you see in this one? You know what? No, you go, you go.
Who do I see?
Getting the W.
I'm gonna think Browns
Okay,
by 7.
okay.
Um, 21, 21-14.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay, okay. Well, my
21-14.
21-14. All right. Oh, my friend, I cannot be as optimistic. I'm not saying I've seen enough, but I, we struggled with four teams that really are. They've got their bridge quarterback pretty much is what they're sitting on.
Yeah,
They're not set at that position whatsoever, and the only clear cut W we got was the
Pittsburgh.
Steelers. That's right. Take that. Take
I
that.
take that.
Was the Steelers. This game I'm not feeling really good about. Unless I haven't checked the weather, you know, maybe if we get some awful weather coming in here on Sunday, slow slow the Chargers down. But I can't pick the Browns this week. Um,
You're picking against the Browns
yes,
for
I'm
the
rooting
first
for them.
time. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I'm rooting for them as always. But I I think our offense right now has a cap of about 24 points per game. That's about as high as we can go the way that we're set up.
Yeah.
I think that Los Angeles almost called them San Diego. I think the LA Chargers
They'll always be
are
San
going
Diego to me.
yeah. I think they're going to top that. Um, honestly, I think the Browns 20. Chargers 31.
Are you predicting another Cade York missed extra point?
No, I'm just thinking that we're gonna get 2 touchdowns and 2 field goals, and that's gonna be it. and honestly, I almost picked us not even to hit 20. I could see us scoring 17 and it being a wrap. Dude,
Don't
things
say
don't.
that.
Dude, something's just not right,
What
man.
happened to the positivity?
I'm an old Browns fan, man. It's been a month.
It's been a rough month.
Oh, yeah. So
Well, let's
that's
hope. Let's hope the Clarence is wrong, folks.
yeah.
Because
I hope I'm wrong.
I feel home field advantage is going to help us. There's
Yeah.
just something about that energy in there. And
Yeah.
ex players have talked about it too publicly. Cleveland fans get loud. They know it. We know it. We're best fans in the league.
That we are. That we are.
We got some crazy fans, man. Not like Buffalo crazy, but
We got a few of them around, but
yeah, not as bad though.
yeah,
Not that Buffalo's bad. I love what you guys do. Tables, all that shit. I want to go experience it sometime. I might even go through a table.
they play in Buffalo. That's a
Psycho.
game. That's a game on my calendar. I'm considering.
If you do, I'm down.
All right, that. Well, before we get out of here, Dan, you want to shout out all our family at Believe in Media.
Yes. Please go to believeinmediallc.com and check out articles, past shows. Cleveland's booming right now. So we got Guardians of the CLE, AL Central Division champs, playoffs starting Friday. Go check them out. They put out some great work. We got all things Cavaliers with the Cavs coming up, with Donovan Mitchell being a Cav now. High expectations. Check that out. We got Believe in Prep for all your high school sports. A little bit of everything, man. We got the Pile Driver if you're into wrestling. I'm on there as well. I'm the co-host for that as well. Got a lot, man. Articles coming out almost daily. Go check it out. Follow us on all the social medias. And thanks to our sponsors.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, y'all know what time it is. Don't forget, if you know the answer to our trivia question, please, when this is posted, first person to comment, you will get a prize.
Yeah. If you're on if you follow us on Twitter and you watch it through the link, just comment on the tweet that we sent the link out on, or leave a comment on YouTube. Hit like, you know what I'm saying? That helps us out so much. But yeah, get the question right, get a prize for you.
That's right.
I got some stuff I can throw in there too.
Yeah, I got some old stuff too. I got some
We'll make it worth your while.
That's right. That's right. Well, as always, even after a loss, if you don't wear brown and orange, you don't matter.
Oh, does this count? I got the Brownie the Elf, but it's
Close enough.
Uncle Sam.
Close enough.
Shout out Cleveland Clothing. Not Cleveland Clothing, GV Artwork. Jeez, just bomb that.
That's right.